What's going on, Keep Pounding Nation? Welcome to another Carolina Panthers Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the YouTube, the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ, Jason Ingram. So, wanted to get on here right quick and kind of get this in before the end of the week, but want to go ahead and give my preview. Okay, so week 10. That's right, week 10 of the Carolina Panthers 2025-2026 season. We have their first meeting of the season, which will be at home, 1 out of 2, against the New Orleans Saints. So we got an NFC South matchup. This is their first meeting. Will be this Sunday. It's a 1 p.m. game. Shout out to my good friend and co-worker Chris, who's going to be attending that game. But yeah, let's dive into this matchup. And it's interesting, but this is the first time in a very long time where the ESPN matchup predictor has Carolina favoring Carolina over New Orleans. So let's see. 65.9% in favor of Carolina, 33.9% in favor of New Orleans. But let's take a look at this injury report first. So, here, let me see. Let's look at this injury report first. So, for the Carolina Panthers, Rico Dowdle was a limited participant, dealing with quadriceps injury. Was held out Wednesday, but is returned to practice Thursday, but was limited participant. Chandler Zavala dealing with an elbow injury. He didn't practice. That was the second straight day where he didn't practice. Derek Brown was a limited participant as well. Wide receiver Bryson Tremaine did not participate. Full participants were Princely Umanmillion, Damian Lewis, Cade Mays, and Lathan Ransom. So, there's a handful there. But, there's a little bit of concern of no Rico Dowdle, which is pretty much our best offensive guy so far. But, I'm not too worried, even if he can't go. I mean, we still got Chuba Hubbard, and I still expect them to run the ball consistently. For the Saints, let me see how the Saints look on the injury report. Wow, there's a lot of folks on injured reserve. I'm just trying to see if there's anybody. Oh, Julian Blackman, safeties on injured reserve. Jack Stoll, tight ends, doubtful. Brian Breezy, defensive tackle, is questionable. Alvin Kamara was questionable, but he was limited at practice today. Offensive tackle Barry Wesley on injured reserve. And offensive tackle Telis Fuaga is listed as doubtful. Interesting. That's what they have so far. We'll have to see if anything changes on Friday, or at least between now and Sunday. but not really a whole lot. I mean, let's look at stats for the Saints. Let's see who's really a threat. I mean, their starting quarterback has been Spencer Rattler. 68 completion percentage, 1,586 yards passing, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, sacked 18 times. Alvin Kamara, a lot of carries, but not too crazy production. 106 carries, 377 yards, 1 touchdown. Dang, only 3 rushing touchdowns between Taysom Hill, Alvin Kamara, and Kendry Miller. Wow. Let's see. Top receiver, of course, Chris Olave. Definitely gotta D him up. 55 catches, 560 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Definitely gotta D him up. Rashid Shaheed. I mean, they got receivers now. They do have receivers at least. Rashid Shaheed, 44 catches, 499 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tight end Juwan Johnson, 39 catches, 399 yards, 2 touchdowns. They still got Brandon Cooks, 19 catches, 165 yards. So, I mean, they still got some folks on offense. I mean, your Alvin Kamara, your Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, Brandon Cooks, Juwan Johnson. And then on defense, let's see. Demario Davis, their linebackers, their leading tackler with 84 tackles total. Carl Granderson, got to keep an eye on him on the D-line. He's got 4.5 sacks. Still got Cameron Jordan. Still want to keep an eye out for him. Only 2.5 sacks, but still is a threat. Chase Young. Got to keep an eye out for Chase Young. He's got 3 sacks. Kool-Aid McKinstry has 2 interceptions. But the Saints are 1-8. Let's see. What was their one victory? Oh, over the Giants. Saints have lost to the Cardinals, Niners, Seahawks, Bills, Patriots, Bears, Bucks, and Rams. I mean, shoot. Yeah, they've lost to pretty much, the strong teams, that's for sure. They've lost to the strong teams. And right now they're on a 4-game losing streak. But let's take a look. A couple of things. And, there's quite a lot of momentum for the Carolina Panthers after coming away with a big upset victory over the Green Bay Packers last weekend at Lambeau Field. I mean, that was ginormous. But, yeah, 16-13 upset victory. Let's see. The Panthers are 29-32 all-time against the Saints. 15-15 at home, 14-17 on the road. And when it comes to overtime, Carolina is 1-0. Okay. And the Saints are coming off a 34-10 loss to the Rams. And, Carolina's 5-4 right now. But let's see what they got. So, a couple of things. One, Chase Young. Definitely got to keep an eye out for Chase Young when it comes to threats when it comes to threats. Chase Young, Cam Jordan, and who else? Carl Granderson. There's names on that D line to keep an eye out for. Demario Davis. Oh yeah, that's right. They do have safety Justin Reed. That's right. Kool-Aid McKinstry. So yeah, definitely some names on the defense to look out for. Like I said, I understand they're 1-8, but they still have playmakers on that team. And Chase Young. So Chase Young, who apparently missed the first 5 games of this season, but once he came back in week 6, averaged under a sack a game, with 3 sacks in his first 4 games this season. He also has a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, 6 quarterback hurries, and 3 batted passes. So, like I said, definitely Chase Young. Got to keep an eye out on that D line. Carl Granderson, Cam Jordan. I mean, they got some names on there. So definitely, Carolina O-line has to really be on their A game. And let's see. So they were talking about the quarterback situation. Says here, when the Saints drafted Louisville quarterback Tyler Shaw in the second round of this past April's draft, he was thrust into a quarterback competition with second-year passer Spencer Rattler and Jake Haener following Derek Carr's offseason retirement. Rattler was named the starter and held that position for the first 8 weeks of the season. However, after struggling in a loss to the Buccaneers, Rattler was benched in favor of the rookie Shaw. In his first start Sunday against the Rams, he went 15 of 24 for 176 yards, 1 interception, and 1 touchdown. Sacked 3 times in the last 2 games. Well, so it looks like Tyler Shaw is going to start. Well, okay, that's something to keep an eye on. Currently, Shaw has 2 top receivers in Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed. I mentioned those 2. Through 9 games, Olave has 55 catches, 560 yards, 3 touchdowns. Shaheed has 44 catches for 499 yards and 2 touchdowns. And apparently, right tackle Talisi Fuaga and tight end Jack Still suffered high ankle sprains in last Sunday's game. Oof. Let's see. The average time of possession for the Saints in the game is 26 minutes, 38 seconds, which is last in the NFL. Ooh. And apparently they're being coached by Kellen Moore, this is his first year as a coach, but came off of a Super Bowl with the Eagles where he was offensive coordinator. Ooh, okay. During the third quarter on Sunday against the Rams, New Orleans only ran 3 plays, holding the ball for a minute 12 during that quarter. Ooh, wow, dang. No wonder why they're last in the league in time of possession. With only 57 yards on the ground against the Rams, Saints marked their 5th straight game with less than 100 yards. New Orleans is 27th in the league, averaging 89.6 yards per game. Wow. The offense is 9 8 touchdown interception ratio is the 3rd worst in the league, just behind the Browns and the Titans. But here's the kicker. The defense is near the top of the league in fumble recoveries, though tied for 3rd most in the NFL with 6 recoveries. Overall, the defense has recorded 10 takeaways, including 4 interceptions and 6 fumbles. Well, so it sounds like this is a case of their defense can do a little something, but their offense isn't hitting on much. Interesting. But I don't know. In all honesty, this really should be a win for Carolina. This should be a win for Carolina. And I really hope that this will be a game where the offense really turns up and we see success in the run as well as the pass. From both the pass and the run. Because when you really look at it this year, the passing game hasn't been that strong for Carolina. So hopefully that will open up finally this Sunday. But and also it'll be interesting with Austin Corbett. He will be back at right guard for this game because Cade Mays will be at center. So we'll see how that goes. But, I mean, for the most part, this should be a pretty straightforward game. Carolina should have this. I mean, they're back at home. In all honesty, they should have this. I really think they should have this game. Just the Saints. I mean, the thing is, don't underestimate the pieces that they got on their team. I mean, they still got some playmakers on their team. On offense. The Chris Olaves, the Rasheem Shaheed, the Alvin Kamaras. I mean, they still got playmakers on offense as well as defense. So, you don't want to overlook that. But at the same time, with how they've done this year, this is really where Carolina needs to take advantage. Carolina needs to take advantage. And don't forget, this is only their 2nd NFC South division game. Because remember, they won their first game against the Falcons, the shutout 30-0. So, hopefully, they can go up to 2-0 in the NFC South with this victory over the Saints. As far as score prediction, I mean, realistically, it really should be something like 21-7. Should be like 21-7, in all honesty. But, I mean, we'll see what happens. But this really should be a win. This should push Carolina to 6-4. But this has been a crazy season. This has been a really crazy season. So at this point, anything can happen. But yeah, I'm gonna say 21-7 Carolina. This should be another victory. Should be easy. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I have. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Your prediction as well. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Keep pounding. We're going to get through this. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. For another Carolina Panthers talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I am your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed week, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Later. Keep pounding.